Associate Professor of Geography, Kandipuriya, Government Arts and Science College, Tiruchirappalli. Today we have a small lecture on plate tectonic theory. The earth crust and upper mantle, for example lithosphere, are broken into sections called plates. Tectonic plates or lithospheric plates, these are massive, irregularly shaped slabs of solid rock, generally composed of both the continental and oceanic lithosphere. The crust and part of the upper mantle is called lithosphere. The thickness of the lithosphere 5 km to 100 km thick in oceanic areas and 200 km thickness in continental areas. Less dense than material below it, so it floats into the asthenosphere. Now, what is asthenosphere? The plastic or ductile layer below the lithosphere is called asthenosphere. The plates of the lithosphere float on asthenosphere. The diagram explains or represents about the interior of the earth. The subduction zone, mainly lithosphere, asthenosphere, mesosphere. Here we have subduction zone 400 to 600 kilometers. Crust and lithosphere, mid-ocean ridges, shallow mantle, lower mantle, outer core, inner core, etc. This diagram also shows the oceanic crust, continental crust, lithosphere, upper mantle, lithosphere, etc. Lithosphere and asthenosphere, the ocean crust about 7 km thick forms the ocean pores. The continental crust about 40 to 70 km thick makes up the continents. The lithosphere is made up of the crust and the very top of the mantle. The asthenosphere is a hotter, softer layer of rock on which the lithosphere rests. The principles of plate tectonics. The earth is composed of mosaic of thin, rigid plates, pieces of lithosphere that moves horizontally with respect to one another. The plate interact with each other along their plate boundaries. Plate boundaries associated with tectonic activity, mountain building, earthquakes, active volcanoes. Two types of plates. Generally we have oceanic plates and continental plates. Oceanic plates, plates below the oceans. The continental plates, plates below the continents. African plate. Most tectonic plates have both the continental and oceanic crust. The oceanic crust is thinner and the more dense. The continental crust is thicker but less dense. Major tectonic plates. Antarctica and the surrounding oceanic plates, North American plates, South American plate, Pacific plate, India, Australia, New Zealand plate, Africa with the eastern Atlantic floor plate, Eurasia and the adjacent oceanic plate. These all are the major plates. Here we have minor tectonic plates. Caucasus plate between Central America and Pacific plate. Nazca plate between South America and Pacific plate. In between these plates are located. African plates, mostly the Saudi Arabian landmass. Philippine plate between Asiatic and Pacific plate. Caroline plate between Philippine and Indian plate, north of Guinea. Fuji plate, northeast of Australia. Turkish plate, Aegean plate, Mediterranean region. Caribbean plate, Juan de Fuca plate between Pacific and North American plates. Iranian plates. These are the minor plates. The lithosphere is made up of the many plates. Plate tectonic process. Spreading center, oceanic plate, subtracting continental plate, oceanic plate, continental plate, then convection. These are the plate boundaries. Next, the diagram also shows the plate boundary, convergent boundary, transform boundary. The convergent plate boundary, transform plate boundary, divergent boundary, convergent plate boundary, continental rift zone, young plate boundary. The features of divergent boundaries: mid-oceanic ridges, rift valleys, fissure volcanoes. The continent splits apart at divergent boundaries. Divergent boundaries on continents produce rift valleys. Magma rises through cracks and forms volcanoes. As rift valleys grow wider, continents split apart. If the valley continues to widen, the thinned floor sinks below the sea level. It may fill with water, form a sea or lake. The divergent plate boundaries: the mid-Atlantic ridges is a divergent plate boundary where sea floor spreading occurs. Formation of an ocean basin by rifting and sea floor spreading. The divergent boundary on land: as rift valleys widen, continents begins to split apart. The diagram explains about this. The continental crust rift valley widens. These all are the examples of the above. The divergent boundaries: spreading ridge, divergent boundaries, spreading ridges. As plates moves apart, magma fills up the gap. These are the three styles of convergent plate boundaries. Continent plus continent collision, continent oceanic crust collision, ocean collision. Continent collision forms mountains. For example, European Alps, Himalayas are produced like this. Eurasian plate. This diagram also shows the plates. Eurasian plate, Tibetan plate, Mount Everest, Indian plate, Indian Ocean. The plate movements are major cause for the tectonic, that means earthquake. Continent oceanic crust collision called subduction. The oceanic plates subducts underneath the continental plate. Oceanic plate heats and melts. The melt rises, forming volcanoes. For example, Andes. The ocean and ocean plate collision: when two oceanic plates collide, one runs over the other, which causes it to sink into the mantle, forming a subduction zone. The subducting plate is bent downward to form a very deep depression in the ocean floor called a trench. Trench, subduction zone, trench. These all are the features which found in the ocean. The world's deepest parts of the ocean are found along trenches. For example, the Mariana Trench is 11 km deep. Oceanic and oceanic convergence, oceanic and oceanic subductions. Two oceanic plates collide and older, denser plate sinks beneath the top plate, forming deep ocean trenches and island arcs. The transform boundaries: where plates slide past each other. The diagram also shows the transform boundaries. Comparing boundaries: divergent boundaries. Plate move apart in ocean and on land, produce mid-ocean ridges, rift valleys, volcanoes, earthquakes. The transform boundaries: plates move past each other in opposite direction in ocean and on land. Convergent plate crumples and folds crust, produces mountains, earthquakes. The convergent boundary: older, denser plate sinks, produce deep ocean trenches, island arcs, etc. Convergent OC subduction: oceanic plate sinks under continental plate, forms deep ocean trench, volcanic coastal mountains. Causes of plate tectonics: convection currents. Hot magma in the earth moves towards the surface, cools, then sinks again. It creates convection currents beneath the plates, that cause the plates to move. Students, if you want more information on these topics in the plate tectonics, you just go through the textbooks. We have a lot of books regarding the physical geography or geomorphology. So go through the textbooks. Thank you.